All right, hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse there. I know it took a while, but I've got the steel smelting track layout set up. And again, this is set up for 10 production units. I'm still finding it hard to believe that I'm going to need that many, but it's here. So what I decided to do was to have 2 lanes coming up the middle to form the inputs of the 5 sections on each side. I only have 1 passenger station on this side. I don't think I need to have 1 on each side. That should be fine. And then we come all the way down the middle, and then we can branch off to either side. The 2 sides will be mirror images of each other. So that's why I've got signals and stations on opposite sides. There's probably still a few rocks and things that I need to clear away, but for the most part, this is looking pretty good. Had that 1 worm sitting there. Don't see any more biters. Although I will put a radar down here. Seems like a very good place to have one. Let's do that. And then we'll put a turret on either side for protection. And hopefully we can start scanning a little bit further south here for biter nests. So what we'll do to begin with is we'll just set up those first 2 units up top, get those operational, and then go from there. And I do want to start putting some signals on our exit here, approximately lined up with where these power poles are, just so that the trains don't have to wait too long on the output side of things. Now, unfortunately, that whole, in order for the stacker to work, you know, that whole input block needs to be, or that whole, from the stacker to the entrance of all the stations has to be a single block. Otherwise, the stacker doesn't work properly. So, so there's going to be a lot of instances where, you know, trains are going all the way down to the end, and there's not going to be much choice but to wait for the train to get all the way down there before another train is going to be able to enter. But hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. If it is, we might have to... Well, one thing we could do is we could perhaps move the stacker like over here to the center and maybe have the trains go into the middle so that they don't have so far to go. But yeah, but anyway, we'll start with that. So with the rest of the episode, what I would like to do is get this set up, because right now I don't have any actual steel making apparatus in place yet. It's all just placeholders. Okay, so theoretically, did I do that wrong? I did. Yeah, theoretically I did it wrong. Now this has to go in units of 4. I don't know if I like this. Now that I look at this again. All right, so if we get iron here, it goes in there. That one goes there, that one goes there, and then it comes out here. Now, theoretically, that all seems okay. And here I've got 2, 4, 6. Yeah, see, here's the problem. I got 6 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, see, none of these are in units of 4. And I don't think that there's a way that I can... Okay, well, let's see if there's a way to make this work in groups of 2. I don't think there is. But let's try it. All right, so in order for this to work in groups of 2, we'd have to have a chest here, because this is the only way that we can pass from this one to this one. We would need a requester chest there. Well, maybe it would work that way, and a provider chest there. That's iron ore. Oh, geez. Give me my beacons back. Just give them to me and don't give them to anybody else, for Christ's sakes. Sorry if you can sense a little bit of frustration. All right, I'm going to have to go and get these manually. Should have done this somewhere else. Okay, I think I got enough now. All right, so let's see. I'm going to need... Yep. Okay. Don't have enough beacons for all, or modules for all those. So I'm going to have to recover a few more here. Yeah, here we go. Do I not have 2 more modules anywhere? I don't. Okay. Well, mainly I just want to make sure that the one making iron is covered by all the modules. And the reason for that is so that it'll calculate its speed automatically. Okay, well, in any case, we can do stack inserter there, and then we can do the output there of the steel, right? So this will work. In there, out there, pass over, go out there. And then we just need to find a way to power the whole thing up. Actually, a single power pole will do nicely. We could put a light right there. Okay. And that appears to be, that looks like a nice tidy production unit for iron, or for steel rather. All right, so let me just power these up. The reason is because I want to, let's see, I don't have any iron ore. How can I make it know that I want this to make iron? I'm going to go up and grab some iron ore from the depot. The thing is, you can copy the production building onto the requester chest, and the game will intelligently decide how many items should be requested by the requester chest. I have to drive away with this in my hand so that those bots don't take it away from me. Okay. That would have been wonderful. Okay. So, all right, so now we can copy. And I still get 50. All right. Maybe 50 is the magic number. Do I have a RoboPort? No. Oh, for crying out loud. This is far more difficult than it should be. Maybe 50 is the right number. If it is, then all this is a waste of time. But like I said, what I'm trying to do is to copy the production building settings onto the requester chest. The requester chest will take into account what the production rate is of the machine. Yeah, and it still comes up with 50, which is what I just did dumbly anyway. So anyway, it does look like the fast inserter is okay, right? It's keeping up, it's not accumulating in there, so I feel good about that. Fast inserters coming in here are more than okay. And slow inserters coming out seem to be okay as well. So that all looks pretty good. All right, so let's take all that out, take that out, take that out. All right. I'm going to turn off, no, actually I'll turn the RoboPorts on. Okay, so now, actually I just want to remove everything except for the beacons right now. So I'll leave the beacons there. And I should be able to do this to just take everything else out. Actually, let's leave RoboPorts as well. Okay. Yeah, and those items are on the blacklist. And you would think that the blacklist means that it's going to remove them, but it's actually the opposite. The blacklist means that they're not going to be selected. All right, so let me copy this, and in this case I only want the beacons. And the RoboPorts. Now let me grab a clean one. Let's grab a clean one. Here we go. Okay, now in this case I'm just going to try to grab beacons and RoboPorts. And nothing else. Okay, so that way I can put that down here. All right, so that's the starting point. And then we'll copy this, and I truly believe that in this case I have all the inserters that I need. Pretty sure I do. All right, and then we start copying this down in pairs. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. And then we come in by 2. Right? So that'll go like that. And then this one comes in by 2. And if I've done everything right, then this should all be getting hit by the right number of beacons. Now the arrangement is slightly different because I'm like slightly mirrored there. Actually, at this point I can remove. I'll just remove everything from this side for now, and we'll just get one side set up first. All right, that'll give me more stuff to put over here, which is good. All right, now let's restore these rows of beacons that I messed up earlier. Okay, those other ones are okay. And then I'm going to remove everything in there. I'm going to remove everything there. I'm going to remove everything there. And I might as well take that out as well. Okay, and then in this case, I think I'd like to copy, rather than flipping it over, I'll just copy each row discreetly like this. Make sure I'm getting all the inserters by 2 and by 2, okay. And then that one there. Right. And, you know, you might be thinking at this stage in the game, why bother with yellow inserters and wooden chests? And that's just because I like to, this is not good. I like to challenge myself to build everything with the minimum amount of resources that's required to make it work. That's, I think it's a good design goal to have. Sometimes it means more work, of course, but I like trying to do it that way. It's a good challenge, I believe. Okay. And everything is now starting to power up, but we can see that we're not getting power up here, so we're going to need another power pole. Hopefully putting one there will take care of that side. Okay, we're going to need, I think these just overlap by one tile. Put one right there. I think this one is going to need power as well. This one is going to need power. Right there. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. And then I just want to make sure that, yeah, this one is getting the corner of that one. All right, now over here. Yep. And then, okay. That looks pretty good. All right, let's make sure that we get power everywhere down here as well. And then we'll throw in some turrets for defense. there. Right there. Right there. Okay, and I think we're going to need another one. Another one here and another one there. Okay, that looks good. At least to me it does. And then we can throw in some turrets. So we'll put a turret, taking a look at our radii. We could put one turret there, and in the corresponding place on the other side here. And then we'll put two on the other side as well. Okay, looks like we're missing power here also. Alright, so we'll put another turret there. That is going to need power. Oh, and this whole row is going to be without power. And I didn't leave any space. So down here, I'm going to have to do this. Okay. And down here, these are getting covered by these power poles. So down here, I think we're okay. Up here, I needed some extras. All those should be covered. Everything else should be good. Okay, so that's steel. I'm going to have to get over here with a lot of beacons to complete this build. And then when we're ready to add all the other ones, we'll just blueprint that and copy it. We'll go ahead and name our stations. So this is going to be smelting steel in. Oh no, that's going to be out. Actually, those are the requester chests. Got to be careful. Out. And this is going to be in. Smelting steel in. Okay, and then the other thing that we have to do is we have to change this to request steel plate. 4,800 per chest. And then we just copy that down the line. And we're good to go. All right, so steel is nearly operational. In fact, once I get the rest of these beacons here, we can start to bring a train over. In fact, we don't even need to wait for the beacons. I'll get a train running over here, bringing iron ore, so it can start producing. And then we'll take a look at it in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.